Tyreek, England call up. How amazing is that for you?
No, it's a dream come true. Like I never ever thought it would happen so quick. So I'm literally over the moon.
When did you find out about it?
Yesterday,
What's going on with Tyrick Mitchell's recruitment to the Jamaica men's national team? Is it still on or is it off? Well, join Premier 7 right now for the big chat. No great achievement is possible without persistent work. This is a quote written by Bernard Russell. Welcome to Premier 7 yet again with your host, Ryan Nelson. I hope that today is a good day for you, as I am here to speak on another topic surrounding the Jamaica men's national team, specifically related to our recruitment process, relating to one of the popular names in a Tyrick Mitchell. People, if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you are already a subscriber, then you know what to do. Just to point out before I get into details surrounding the content today, my aim for this ending period of 2024 is to at least get up to 1,700 subscribers. And as you can see, I am 20 away from such. All right, so the topic today is all about what is going on with Tyrick Mitchell's move to Jamaica. I have spoken about this player on a few occasions, and it is not a case to say then that Tyrick Mitchell wasn't a player on Jamaicans' radar because he has been there for a very good time now. But the thing is, Tyrick Mitchell's name, it seems as if it has taken a huge dip. And I am somewhat concerned as to whether or not this guy is going to play for Jamaica. Within this content today, I am going to talk about Jamaica news by way of a flashback, also the discussion surrounding Tyrick Mitchell, and is there any possibility of Jamaica securing Tyrick Mitchell switch? All right, so let's revisit a news that was being published in this year 2024 in the stars. This was on September the 3rd, 2024, whereas JFF steps up recruitment drive. And just to point out that, according to JFF, President Michael Ricketts, 4 overseas-based players on their recruitment list, including Mason Greenwood, currently have their documents being processed by the Passport Immigration and Citizenship Agency, PICA, and he expects them to be completed in a timely fashion. A timely fashion seems to be very fast, but I just want to let you know then that the name Tyrick Mitchell was among the stars that was listed. We're seeing here that Star Sports also understands that apart from Greenwood, who the JFF has been targeting for Jamaica's senior men's national team for years, the list includes Arsenal's Reece Nelson, Morgan Gibbs White of Nottingham Forest, Tyrick Mitchell, well, it is not of Chelsea, it is now of Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Max Aarons, Ben Godfrey, who is presently at Serie A club Atalanta, and Newcastle's Isaac Hayden. Out of the names listed, we can then say that only Isaac Hayden is in the squad. You know? And the word timely fashion sounds quite urgent. If it is not quite urgent, then it sounds as if, oh, something is going to happen. The expectations would have been there, the belief would have been there, but yet still, it has not been fulfilled. Am I here to be disrespectful to the JFF? Absolutely not, because respect is always due to those who deserves it. But when such news has been posted from 2024 in September on the 3rd, and the names that are on the list seems as if they are no longer an hot topic, then as fans we might say then that this seems to be a smoke screen. The news shared, persons will read, but the conviction was there, but no, it is not there. On my end, how about you? So, people, is there any possibility of us getting in a Tyrick Mitchell? Because so far, it seems as if there is more than likely that if England should call him one of these possible days, then it will be like a slow move for Jamaica, and then he will play for his country of birth. Let's talk about Tyrick Mitchell by way of a little discussion. Jamaica left back position seems to be one that was in good shape, but based on the injuries that Amara Bell has received and the overplaying of the other left back that we have, is it that we need a better left back? As always, we should have the best starting. I think Tyrick Mitchell would have been the ideal starter for Jamaica in any case, in any circumstances, because this is a guy that we know that he plays well for Crystal Palace, and that if he's given a chance to play for England again, he will be a good player. Because look at this, England left backs, for example, Luke Shaw is not Luke Shaw anymore because of injuries. And Ben Chilwell is also an injury prone player. Is this opening up the avenue or the pathway for a chance for Tyrick Mitchell to play for England? And in that case, Jamaica has to step up to get in the signature of this man. Now, let's revisit what is taking place with Tyrick Mitchell in the Premier League this season so far for Crystal Palace. A very decent player with 16 appearances, 2 yellow cards, no goals but 2 assists. But when you look on the starting 11, he starts in all games 100%, minutes covered 96%, goal participation 12%. This guy is a giant. This guy is a phenomenal talent. This guy at Crystal Palace will draw the attention of other clubs. And being at 25, not hitting his peak as yet, then this guy has a lot in store. Yes, it is seen that he can play also at left midfield, but his ideal position is at left back. And just to let you also know that Tyrick Mitchell's level of concentration is very good. It is very strong. And, it is for us not to be slow coaches, but to get this thing done. His concentration is something that is outstanding. If he's playing so much games for Crystal Palace and yet to receive even an injury, if he does, then it is not a big injury. Then this guy is drawing the eyes of a lot of teams. And one day, if Jamaica does not get things right, he will be playing for England. Yes, he have his weaknesses in terms of his passes and his holding on to the ball and his aerial use, but more games, more experience, more exposure in different competitions, not only the EPL, this guy will become a possible world-class player. If not, he is or will become a great or a legend for Crystal Palace if he did not decide then to move. But great players, talented players who have good footballing skills, one day they will want to go and take on a better challenge. And Tyrick Mitchell may choose England if Jamaica do not get him in. Because remember, he wanted to commit. And it leads to this question now, that is there any possibility of Jamaica securing Tyrick Mitchell's switch? The greatest thing is that this guy is of Jamaican descent. So he can become a Jamaican citizen. He can have dual citizenship because of his relatives. Right? But the possibility beside that seems very slim. Even though the news was being shared in 2024 in September, England's system is better. England have a new coach in Thomas Tuchel who will take charge in January. And if he sees a need for Tyrick Mitchell being in his squad, let's say in a few friendlies, then one day he may choose him. And then Jamaica will say, boy, we should not go for this guy, you know. Jamaica has to become persistent. We are not good in terms of how we're playing football at the highest level, and we're ranked 62 in the FIFA rankings. We can go higher than that. Now is the time for us to get in some players. Now is the time to step up the recruitment process and get things done. We get in some players before, but there are some areas in the national team that needs to be strengthened. And if we don't get in a Tyrick Mitchell, it will be a huge blow. So, people, it is not impossible for us to get in a Tyrick Mitchell, but if England comes knocking on his door, he will choose because his wages will be better, his game time more so will be better, the experience, the competitions will be of higher profile. Jamaica, step up. JFF, you're doing a job, but the job needs to be better. We need to have a Tyrick Mitchell in. So, people, what is your say on the topic? What is going on with Tyrick Mitchell's move to Jamaica? Is it on? Is it off? It is time for you now to have your say. Drop your comments in the comment section, and Premier 7 will be on board to reply. So it's time for me to go. So take care. Goodbye until we meet again.